Okay, we are at Libertarian National Convention Day 2, and Gabriel Shipton is here in the room. I'm going to see if I can go ask him a couple of questions. If you don't know who Gabriel Shipton is, that is the half-brother of Julian Assange. Earlier today, I live-streamed his speech on the importance of freeing Julian Assange and protecting people that protect the truth for every day, not just Americans, but people all across the world, regarding not just corporate capture, but corruption. And so I'm going to go see if I can get a couple of questions with him, specifically on free speech, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, this is Tiffany Cianci, and I am here with Gabriel Shipton. He is the half-brother of Julian Assange. Earlier today, a lot of you tuned in for our live stream of his speech here at the Libertarian National Convention from 2024, and he has been kind enough to let me ask him just a few questions. First of all, how is your brother doing?
Yeah, look, he's not in a good way. He's been in prison now for five years.
What are some of the issues that are closest to you? What do you think is most important?
Deteriorating.
I think the government.
He's hanging in there. He's still fighting. Still has some fighting spirit. He just won in the courts on Monday, so that's lifted his spirits.
A lot of us have been covering that and paying close attention. I know when you were speaking earlier today, you said that you were pleased with the fact that some of the bigger candidates have discussed pardoning him. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., for instance. You said you haven't heard from Biden, although you've heard there's been proposals. You also said you were waiting to hear from Trump. What do you guys think that the odds are that you're going to hear anything from Trump when it was Trump that was in office when he was taken into custody?
Well, Biden said he's considering dropping the charges. So RFK said he's going to pardon Julian on day one. So Trump is sort of the odd man out here now. So he's, look, he's the one whose administration brought the charges. Mike Pompeo is sort of the face of this, and has been the face of these charges. He's been the one who's very much publicly out there saying we've got to take Julian down. So yeah, it's concerning to see reports that he might be coming back into Trump's cabinet. I just hope that President Trump can follow through.
I apologize, we're going to scoot over. There's another interview going on.
But I think we see Trump Jr. Trump Jr. has actually made a few statements that he's changed his mind on Julian.
Okay.
That he sees what Julian did as actually being protected speech. So I think that's not insignificant that Trump Jr. is making those sorts of comments. Let's see. We've just got to keep working and keep lobbying every angle we can.
One of the really big issues that started to come to light is that Americans are becoming increasingly aware of violations of their free speech, of censorship that is increasingly becoming noticed, pointed out in the media. And your brother was truly a pioneer in almost paying the ultimate price for all of us to protect free speech and knowledge, general access to knowledge. Right now, a big topic of conversation has been that the federal government is trying to, they say divest, but really force a ban on TikTok, where 170 million Americans go to share information. And your brother has a huge support community on TikTok. Has your brother made any mention, or do you think he has any ideas about his support for or against any government's ability to ban a platform people use to engage in sharing information? Governments might not want us to share, but also to engage in free speech.
Yeah, I think Julian would be totally against that, against the TikTok ban. Yeah,
I agree with you, but I didn't want to presume.
No,
I don't want to presume.
I don't think he would be for the TikTok ban at all. So I think he'd be totally against that. And US citizens should be able to, get any information they want from any source.
If there were anything that we could tell, and I know I asked you this down in your speech, but if there were anything we could tell young voters that might not be familiar with the price that your brother has paid for access to information and speech for people all across the world, if there were anything you would tell young voters and voters on TikTok they could do right now to not let your brother's story become a cautionary tale or something that's forgotten, but to advocate right now to help him get out of prison and be with his young children, what would you ask them to do for him?
I would say share this video, or you can follow Assange Campaign on TikTok. We're always sharing videos of Julian, videos of his thoughts on what he used to put out into the world. So go on to Assange Campaign and share those as well.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much for taking a minute. I know there's a lot of people asking for your attention, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.